Alright, the Philco V handle. They only made them for 3 years. The door opens both directions. And today, I'm going to show you how, if you have one of these things, to take off the stainless side moldings without destroying them. Alright, the tools you're going to need is a little plastic baggie. This is important because the screws that come out of there you are not going to find at a hardware store. You need a Phillips, a 1/4 inch socket and a ratchet, and a block of wood and a hammer. Dead blows work okay, but I have found that the dilapidated old body hammer that I've used and abused works best for this process. Now, I know I'm probably a little bit farther into this project than you probably are, but to get here is pretty self-explanatory. To take the inside door panel off, you got a whole parameter of screws underneath the door gasket. You pull that off, the whole panel will come out, and you'll pull all the insulation out, and we're good to go. But first thing we're going to do is we got to get these end caps off, and these are held in with little 1/4 inch threaded screws, and then once they're loose, they come right out. Okay, and that's just going to go in the little plastic baggie. And now you can work this end cap down. Okay, don't lose these. They're very hard to find. Now, after you got all 4 corners out, you need to take your Phillips. I recommend just using a regular screwdriver first to make sure that this is knocked free. Maybe throw some screw loose in there. But this is a very, very short screw. Don't lose that. That's where the plastic bag comes in. Now at this point, you're likely going to have one set of hinges that's closed and the other one's going to be open. They all both got to be closed. Now to get these to shut, you got to hit them at the same time. Okay, if you do one or the other, one's going to lock, and then you got to end up twisting it again in order to get them both open again. Now we can take the stainless pieces off. All right, and now flip it over. The way that these come off, the left one goes down, and the right one goes up. So I'm going to grab our wood block. So I'm going to grab our wood block, and you're going to see, you're going to just grab the edge. So now we're going to take our wood block, and you're just going to go on the edge of the stainless piece. You're going to see there's latch assembly here. You don't want to hit that, but just get it right on the edge of that stainless, and it will begin to move. Go. It will pop off. I'll do the other side. Now this is the side that's going to go slide down that way. A little bit of gunk in there. There it goes. Now the way these are mounted, see these little cutouts there, these rectangular tabs, insets? Those hook into right here, and you see how they're kind of beveled out? When you go to install these, you're going to work it over the assembly, and you're going to go right over that. You're going to make sure it's flush with the door, and then slide it up. So that is how you take apart a Philco V handle stainless door assembly without destroying it.